Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. In the last episode, we got the gravity suit and been drawn adrift, and now we're heading our way back to the crash site of the Frigate Orpheon, which is over here in Town 4. Overworld. I can talk right. I swear I can.
Talk hard.
Talking is hard. English language is just hard in general.
It is.
Oh, he just flew right into that. And here he comes, another one. Thing is that I hate about the ice beam, even though I like using it, is it's just slow. It really is slow.
I think that was to balance the fact that it can just freeze just about anything. It had to be slow so you wouldn't spam it. Like, you can spam power beam, like just mash your button, you can do 20 shots a second. Something crazy. But this one, they had the nerf.
You have to have gravity suit to get this guy, because, well, it's just high enough you can't jump with the various suit on. So. Yeah.
I'm going to just skip ahead a couple upgrades here, because I just need to ask a question of why. There's a grapple hook in this room. Remember when we had grapple for all 5 minutes? Yeah, we get that back later. But why is there a grapple hook thing in here? It's a weird shortcut that doesn't really help, if you want to be honest.
Yeah, because, dude, like, later, you unlock elevators that go to are much faster for this next area that we're going to, and it's just like, dude, I don't ever really come back into this room very much anymore.
The only reason why you would go back down this pathway specifically is if you missed an upgrade in the area. That's it. And you can get all your upgrades in your first trip.
Maybe it was one of those things where they designed it, but then they changed their mind later and they just forgot to take it out?
Maybe. Yeah, it could have been a thing where they planned to have grapple earlier, and then it was like one of the last upgrades you get for some reason. Oops.
I just think of all the times that Metroid has made grapple beam, like, relatively early in game. The first instance that comes to mind is Metroid Prime 3. And not only that, like, you know, Samus Returns. Samus Returns, you got the grapple beam pretty early. Hell, even Super Metroid, you get it pretty early. And I'm just like, what was the point of making grapple beam such a late addition? Especially when you teased it in the beginning of the game.
Yeah. The problem that grapple always has in the Metroid series is that they don't ever really give it to you in a timely matter that you'll get a lot of use out of it. Like, a lot of games, when you get it, 2 or 3 upgrades later, you get Space Jump, so the whole thing is moot. Yeah. So it just doesn't really feel that impactful unless you're talking about certain games like, say like Prime 3 or Metroid Dread, where it has a secondary use besides just grappling to walls and hookshotting around. So let's be real, you're not doing that with Space Jump.
Those crabs I just scanned, literally the only room that those guys are in this game. So scan them. Yeah, those crabs are kind of buttholes.
Yeah.
It's hard to find find them. These guys especially too are like only in this room too. Yeah. These are just arrow pirates, but I got a water jetpack. Yeah.
Remember our last episode I said without gravity suit, you kind of can't really see. I did kind of explore some areas in the game without it. Yeah, I was alluding to this one. Don't come here without gravity suit. Trust me from experience, it sucks. I think you just barely get out of here without gravity.
Yeah, because being murky, the water's just murky.
That and the platforms are just spaced, I think, close enough where if you fall in here without gravity suit, you can just barely get out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I just did not come, even though we were right next to the area last episode. I just avoided it because, yeah, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you probably could if you're a speedrunner, but, you know, I'm not a speedrunner in this game.
Get better at it?
Get good scrub? I can see that comment in the comment section. Like, oh, get good scrub. I'm like, well, you know, I'm sorry. I play this game as hard as good as I can. This is my best run that I ever did in this game, and I still made mistakes.
No mistakes allowed.
No mistakes allowed. Perfect only. Yeah, this is kind of a cool area because we were here at the beginning of the game, and they're just like, okay, well now go into it. He crashed into the little lakeside area of Talon Overworld. Go explore it while it's underwater.
Why not?
And I kind of wish that I know computers don't work underwater and stuff like that, but I kind of wish that those scan logs that you got from the space pirates at the beginning of the game were still down here and you could kind of scan them. But
Yeah. Unfortunately, all those scans are now gone because they don't work anymore.
yeah,
Although
computers
there's a
don't work.
weird quirk in this area. I notice it more with this version than the GameCube, but sometimes the music just doesn't play here, which I don't know why. I think you're getting that glitch right now.
Yeah, I am getting that glitch right now, and I noticed that the music isn't playing, which is really sucks because I like this music. Most underwater areas in Metroid games, they just kind of default back to the Red Brinstar theme from Super Metroid. This was its own unique like underwater tune, and I really liked it.
Yeah. It's like
And
a nice somber piece of music.
I don't know why it glitches out like this, but I remember especially because when I was doing my Let's Play of this game years ago, I got copyright claimed for that.
Okay.
By the way,
Who owned that one? Random YouTube guy?
Yeah, I think it was a copyright claim from Nintendo at the time. That was back when Nintendo was, being on the tirade of Let's
We
Players.
own all this.
Yeah.
And we don't want you sharing any of it. Can we have your money?
Wii U sucked, so we kind of need to recoup the costs.
Why do you have the 3DS? And? I still want your money.
Yeah, I don't know why the music isn't playing. That's weird.
Yeah, it's like sometimes when you get into this area, you skip a music trigger and it's just silence for the rest of the area. This has happened to me like 2 or maybe 3 times at most playing throughout the years in this area.
Yeah, that's just so weird to me. Yeah, especially since this song in particular was really hot for Nintendo to copyright claim on YouTube for some reason.
Well, don't worry, don't have to worry about the big end coming towards it now. It doesn't exist. That's right, Nintendo. You can't claim nothing. Oh wait, maybe you can. YouTube kind of lets you claim literally anything at this point. All right, don't try it.
Marley's
Remember Marley's face.
Yeah,
The song goes that.
Marley's face got copyright claimed. It's like, excuse me.
Yeah, I still remember when the Twitch DMCA thing started back in 2020. Remember when someone got like copyright strike because they used their blender? It was because it was like, yeah, someone got copyright strike because they just put food in a blender and did that on stream. Like it counted as like a music thing for some reason.
Okay.
And then police sirens in the background as well also counted as like game music. Like that's just a police car outside my door.
Oh no, copyright police are here.
Yeah. Anytime someone implements a copyright system for the first time, you can tell there's growing pains. There's still growing pains. Hey, there's the music.
Yeah. There's the music. It finally kicked in after like halfway through this
Oh,
area.
you guys are talking about music. I guess I better come on then. For like 5 seconds.
And then it disappeared again.
Did you put a noise suppressor in here and just not remember it?
No, literally, it just played for like 5 seconds. And then it's gone again.
That's all you get.
This is like Flarga from the GameCube version all over again.
Hey, Flarga, at least in some ways, it had a beat. It's just 10 seconds of a beat, and that's it.
Dun, 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 dun. I'd never quite... Dude, what the heck is wrong with... Why did the music play for like 5 seconds? Oh my gosh. That's
You just see a
so
giant
cool.
scratch, and you're just like, be fine. See, the game's playing just fine. It just so happens that giant scratch was part of the freaking Orphans theme.
I remember back when I was younger, I played Spyro the Dragon so much that I wore my disc out. And it was funny because, like the only problems with it was the music. the music in the game would just be like
Yeah.
either really like churn inducing or just like it would just prolong its like beat for a second. I was like, oh my god.
I have a copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PS2, where the music and the voice effects, they all perfectly fine, sound effects are good, but anytime there's a voice line, it doesn't stop. Like, it could say, go to your next objective, next objective, next objective, next objective. It just keeps on doing that until you quit the game. It drives you insane.
Oh my gosh.
You had 3 objectives to do in a row? Apparently.
Like, I know about the objective. You can stop now.
Don't you love it when games just, you play them so much they stop working?
It's always like audio or cutscene issues when there's a scratch on a disc.
Don't understand why that is the way it is.
Maybe that's why Nintendo went back to, like the cartridges instead of this for Switch.
Oh, imagine trying to do discs on a portable system. The PSP would like to have a word with you. It hated that. Every time you hit a bump in the road, now your game crashes. Like, it was very unstable.
Aqua sacks are only in this room, I think. So scan these if you need to get them. I mean, I say that, but I'm just like, you can always come back to these rooms later and scan them. They're there. It's just, you're not missing them.
They're technically not a missable thing for that reason, because they never go away. But it's like, it's the only area, so if you don't want to walk all the way back here, and this is a deep trek,
yeah,
get them now.
And the fun thing about having, a gravity suit with bomb jumping, you jump super high.
Well, doubly so in this area, because they have little, like, geysers here that are pushing you straight up. You can see it with the bubbles kind of moving around. Even though the YouTube video compression doesn't help with that. Don't mind YouTube compression. It sucks.
Like almost all the energy tanks in the game. We're not even like halfway done the game yet.
Yeah, you can get a lot of energy tanks real soon. Like half of the upgrades you get, and that's enough to get a majority of the tanks.
And we're going into a new area. I think we got these guys. Yeah, those guys were, if I remember correctly, they were in the area that led to the artifact room of the show, the place where you put the artifacts in.
Yeah, we've seen these guys before.
Yeah. And I got hit and I fell down the water. But yeah, this area we're going to be coming back to later. But we're going into new spooky land. Intense radiation detected. Oh boy.
Don't do it. No, I know you're tempted. Don't do it. Oh, good. Good, Samus.
Radiation, my favorite.
When are they gonna make a suit for her for protecting against that?
Give it 2 more games.
Yeah, give it 2 more.
And then you can cannonball into the Phazon. Which barely exists in Corruption. So what was the point of the Phazon suit?
Oh no. Anyways, welcome to Phazon Mines. The mining quarry where we get Phazon. Because, space pirates thought it was a really good idea to radioactive freaking material to just mine it. This area was so creepy when I first came in, when I first got here. The music especially was really creepy.
Yeah.
And now we're here in Phazon Mines, the big quarry for the Phazon operation for the space pirates. These guys suck. I hate these turrets.
They're very accurate.
Yeah.
Well, it is a new version of the turret.
The mega turret. The mega turret kind of sucks. Yeah, I usually just do a charged ice beam on them that freezes them, and then just a missile.
Yeah, or I think it's 2 super missiles normally to take these things out, but since you're in the easier mode, 1.
Yeah, I must have been playing on. I just now thought about it. I was like, I'm probably playing on the easiest difficulty. Didn't even realize it.
Yeah, it's because of the stupid naming scheme. Normal in Trilogy is easy mode, which is not labeled correctly. It's one of those games. Veteran mode is the GameCube's hard mode, so that's why it's just confusing. Hard is normal.
Or was it? No, Veteran was normal from the GameCube.
No, Veteran is a difficulty you unlock after you beat the game for the first time, which is the hard mode from GameCube. Because normal is an easy mode in this, and then hard is its normal mode from GameCube. So they had to add Veteran as a new name just to give it the hard mode again.
Doesn't this version have hyper mode?
That might actually be what it's called instead. It might be hyper.
Yeah.
I thought it was Veteran or something. Either way, there's another difficulty option unlocks later, which is the GameCube's hard mode.
Yeah.
It took a
Anyways,
page out of Prime 3's book at that front, but screwed it up.
yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. Why they named the scheme the way they did. It's just like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's the Mega Man 2 naming scheme where it was wrong in anywhere but Japan. It just mistranslated.
Yeah. So I might be playing on easier difficulty. So all my credibility's out the window now. It's like, hey, you were playing on easy. You weren't playing on hard. Sorry. I got confused. Anyways, we use this crane here to kind of slam it in the wall to reveal a missile expansion. How Samus knew that was there, I will never understand. She must have a freaking sixth sense when it comes to expansions.
I hear a hum. That means I must do an elaborate puzzle. Also, for some reason, you can't unmorph on top of this, though, crane. I don't know why. There's plenty of clearance. Come on.
I don't know why you can't unmorph there either. It is weird. I'm just like, why? By the way, I just think about it. It's just like, you know, Samus goes to all these planets. And there's usually a bunch of just expansion packs everywhere else, all over the place. I'm like, where are they laying this stuff at?
In case Samus comes, put 5 E-tanks and 20 missile packs over there in the corner. I don't know who keeps on doing this. Stop. Then you'll win.
Just bird magic.